Yo, what's up, guys? Tim here, XGP Rockarchy, and I'm here to talk about how long I've been doing streaming and content creation, and most of it, how inconsistent I have been. So, I was looking it up on when I started, and my Twitch account was originally started in 2012. So, been doing this for 13 years, and I keep coming back to it. Normally, I get heavy into it in the wintertime, and I've tried doing schedules, and it's more difficult, I think, because I have kids and I'm married and I got to take care of things, and now I'm in school full time, which I'm almost done. I finally crossed over the 1400 hour mark, so I'm almost there. Um yeah, I just kind of wanted to just talk about the things that I've seen over the years. Like, I've seen streamers come and streamers go. I've seen them gain popularity. I've seen people destroy their streaming career from just one incident streaming, whether it was they decided to do something illegal, varying what that could be, or if they decided, well, I guess they didn't decide, but sometimes they would get caught cheating in a game, and that kind of destroyed them. And it's just crazy, like, all the people that I've met, all the things that I've tried, things that I've struggled with throughout the last 13 years. So starting in 2012, when it was Justin TV, I think, like, just a couple years before it turned into Twitch, it's been a very long journey. And I think most of the issue is that I have is that I'm not consistent. I don't have a time staple down because there's too much going on. My kids play hockey. My kids play baseball. So, I take priority over doing streaming. I know that I come in here every day, and I'm doing it right now, doing the 365 days this year. And trying to be to where I'm consistent, to where at least I'm streaming every day, which is tiring. And then, like, today I didn't even know what I wanted to play, so I was like, you know what, we'll just talk about my last 13 years on this journey and then where it's gone. So part of the thing was I didn't do multi-streaming. I left Twitch, went to Mixer for a long time, almost made partner on Mixer. Then they shut down and sold out to Facebook, and that was not my cup of tea. I did not want to go to Facebook. I don't like it, and it's just not the platform that I want to use. So came back to Twitch, and I feel like I'm doing stuff that's different, and I feel like I'm changing what I'm doing. I don't have time to make the YouTube videos or to dedicate the time to that. So it's like, yeah, I'll make a video here and there, and I make videos where I'm really excited about something and I don't see any updates on something for a while. So I got heavy, like, this is the most recent thing. I got really heavy into 7 Days to Die, and then I started learning how to mod 7 Days, and then I learned how to use the mod manager, which I haven't even shown that on my YouTube channel at all. But it's just one of those things, like, having consistency and everything else. What's up, Baymath? How are you doing? Hopefully I said that correctly. If I did not, I apologize. Maybe it's said a different way, but I apologize. Sorry, I was giving my child some instructions because he was asking me something. What did you need? And? What did you learn in Taekwondo when we were doing that? Someone calls you purple. Are you purple? No? Just move on. I'm good. I just happened to go into a historical look at when I started streaming, because I was like, yeah, it's probably been 13 years. And just my on and off relationship with it. And it's not that I did get discouraged and I would quit doing it. Well, not all the time. Like, I would get discouraged and I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to do it today. And then I would turn into, I don't want to do it this week. I don't want to do it this month. And then I would just decide to not do it for a little while, and then summer would come around and I'd be like, oh, and I'd be busy during the summer doing whatever, like camping and doing baseball or working full time. That was a thing. Um, and it is Bay math. I almost messed that up on accident for real. But yeah, I'm good. How's your week treating you? Are you getting through it? I don't know what hotkey I hit, and I'm not about to test it to figure it out, but I accidentally hit a key on my keyboard. I didn't think I had anything hotkeyed to my keyboard. Apparently something is on there that's not supposed to be. My week's going good. I signed up for my state board exam. So when I get done, well, before I get done with my hours uh, in barber school, I will have my testing done. I'm done with everything as far as in-school testing and all of that. But on June 10th, I go to take my state board test to be eligible to get my license after I graduate. So it's like things are in limbo right now between school finishing, wrapping up hours, and then taking the state board, and then the paperwork that has to be done in that time period when it all comes together. So being busy, which I have tried not letting my 365-day streak, which we're not even at 365 days, we're at day 148 of 365 for this year. So I set a goal to try and challenge myself to at least stay consistent for a year and stream for a year and do that for a while. Do you stream? Baymath, do you stream at all? I appreciate you coming in here and saying hi and everything. I should ask if you're a streamer, and if you are, how long have you been doing it? Right now I still got YouTube pulled up because I was still doing the thumbnail and finishing my description. So it's one of those things I haven't figured out how to do it prior to going live. Like I could set up a live and have it scheduled, but then I don't like to schedule myself to a time because then it feels like a job and I don't want it to be that. I tried that and it didn't work with life schedule, and it makes it to where I'm like, oh, I have to do this, and then I just get anxiety and I don't want to do it. And then I just fall off. So I am going to scroll down here and grab this info out of an other live stream we did a while back when I played games with my sister. Just kind of finish this in here. So it's just like this year I'm seeing a lot of decline in revenue. Not me personally. I don't ever make anything on Twitch, so it doesn't matter. I don't make anything on YouTube or Kick, so it's irrelevant to me. But some of the creators that normally make money off of their ads and stuff are seeing a huge decline in their revenue. And that sucks. I'm glad that I'm not in that position. Like I'm not a full-time streamer. I guess technically the hours I put in, it makes it full-time, but it's not my job. Like it's not where I make money and do all that stuff. It's more of a release for me. Like yesterday I was feeling like kind of crappy for no reason at all. Not that I can think of anyway. But like yesterday I was just like doom scrolling on TikTok and I was like, I should go live. I should go live. I should go live. And I just kept putting it off. And then it got to like 8 o'clock. I was like, okay, fine, we'll stream. And then I finally launched it. So I'm still having like that difficulty barrier. Like, do I even want to go live or no? No, I don't. So it's still a battle, even doing it this long, you know. And sometimes I think, oh, maybe if I reorganize my room. So I reorganize the room, I'll change where the desk is at, I'll change where the board games are. And it gives me a little change of scenery. It's still the same room, but it looks different to me when it's done. So like sometimes that'll refresh me. I'm constantly changing games. I can't play the same game forever, like I see a lot of these other streamers do. I'm glad that they have the dedication to play just that one game on stream, but I like doing different things, and I think that's another part of the inconsistency is that I change games all the time. So I was really heavy into Sea of Thieves, and I have like it's beyond even counting hours. It's into the days and months now on that game. But I've taken a long break from that one, and then I'd played Diablo for a while, and then I went to like Call of Duty, which that didn't last very long because I just didn't want to do it. It was like I played it for a little while and I was like, oh, okay. And I only got the game because somebody else said, hey, if you get the game, we'll play together. We played together like a couple times, and then, you know, it just died off. So I stopped buying games when my friends are playing them. Like right now, I'm heavy into Animal Crossing, and I think part of that is because I bought another Nintendo Switch because my Diablo edition died on me and will not power back on. So like it's just there's constant inconsistencies on what I'm doing, and I can see them, but that's just how I'm built. I want to play different games. I don't want to play the same game all the time and just get burnt out and then be like, well, if I can't play this game or don't want to play this game, then I'm not going to stream. Like I don't want to do that. And that's why I had to take and go away from making overlays that were specifically to certain game types. I've made maybe 3,000 overlay sets total for my stream over the time. So that's another inconsistency. You know, people are used to coming in, seeing your channel and knowing where your camera is usually at and where your overlay is going to be and where things are. And then when you change that, sometimes they'll either think, oh, I'm on the wrong channel, or oh, he changed it again. And like, you know, the inconsistencies on that as well. I also changed my name multiple times over the last 13 years. That came out of nowhere. Oh my god. But I changed my name multiple times. Like it was originally I think just Rockarchy. And then I went to Rockarchy TV. And then I changed it completely to SS Direwolf ENL because I got really heavy into Ingress. And that was my name and still is my name in Ingress, which is a GPS location game, which was the predecessor to Pokemon Go, built by Niantic. So if you ever played Pokemon Go, those Pokestops you saw were already in another game called Ingress. I kind of got myself off track there with that cough. But yeah, I was changing my name, and then I came back to the Rockarchy name, but I put XGP in front of it, which was originally Xbox Game Pass Rockarchy because I did reviews on YouTube. Like a new game would come out on Game Pass, and then I would do a review for it. And then I got bored doing that. It's like I love creating content and creating videos and doing that. And I love editing and coming up with these really cool transitions and making everything different. But with that, that's another inconsistency because my edits are never the same. I do it one time and that's it. And then I move on to a different style. And it's almost like if a music artist, when they're starting out, immediately went from country to pop to rap to these different genres, which they don't do that. So like, let's take the most well-known artist in the world, Taylor Swift. So she started with country and made multiple albums in country, and then she had her name, she had her following, and then she started changing what she was doing. I don't have that consistency out of the gate. I didn't have it 13 years ago. I don't have it now. I don't want to blame it on anything, but I'm pretty sure it's the ADHD where I just feel like I just want to change things. I get bored looking at the same overlays. Like, I get bored with it. So then I'll be like, let's create something new. And maybe I should have went into the market of like creating overlays for other people, which I've offered, but nobody's taken me up on it. I've offered to do full setups for free. Everything from setting up like the physical PC, monitors, capture cards, doing wire tucks, all the way to the OBS overlays, everything. So like from start to finish, 100%, I will get you started. And most of the time, I don't even get reached out to. A lot of people don't take advantage of the 13 years I've put into this, which is fine. I mean, if you guys, you know, if they want to do their own thing and learn it on their own, that's fine. I offer it because I've already had to do all that. I had to learn how to make overlays because that wasn't a thing back then. I had to learn how to use OBS, and I've grown up, or well, I wouldn't say grown up, you know, 2012, I was what, in my 20s? So I was already like an adult legally. So I grew up with OBS in a way. I guess I was still, you know, immature in my 20s. I was also ignorant and not open-minded. So I mean, there's been a lot of personal growth over the last 13 years. Like basically right after I met my wife is when I started doing this. Because I thought about doing it and I was like, yeah, I always wanted to do that, but you know, I haven't really done it. She's like, well, why don't you just do it? And I'm like, oh, but then I gotta buy equipment. And I started off with the bare minimum. I actually started streaming not straight from my console because that wasn't available yet, but almost in that time period. So it was a console, capture card, and a laptop, and that is all I had. And then I had a separate monitor, so I could have OBS on my laptop and then the game on the monitor. And that way I could at least still have two screens available, which you don't need that. It just makes it way easier to do it. I also couldn't play on the laptop and stream because it was a potato. I mean, this computer's turning into one. Yesterday I was trying to run Fortnite and OBS, and it was just not clicking. It was like Fortnite crashed, and then OBS crashed. Luckily, before I even hit start streaming, so it was like, both of them were like, no, we don't like each other. It's like, okay, you guys are conflicting too much, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And then this was just yesterday, and then I decided to just play Animal Crossing instead. And usually, like, this is going off topic, and I know I do it all the time. I'm always off the rails. Well, it's still on topic, but anyways, Fortnite, when I play, I don't play the Battle Royale. I play creator-made maps and just have a chill time. I used to play Battle Royale all the time, and I would always be like, let's get the win, and I would always be like all about formations and let's rotate this way. If we rotate that way, also don't go on alone. You're going to be in a 1v4. We can't catch up to you. Let's make it a 4v4 at the least. Let's peel this guy off, make it a 4v1 against him. Like, I was all about like strategic moves and doing all this other stuff, and when a game starts making me frustrated, I quit playing it. So, because there's no point in it. I've destroyed so many controllers in my younger years, like all the way from Sega Master System up to today. I have a graveyard of controllers. I don't have those anymore, like the Sega Master System or anything like that, but that was, you know, I didn't play the hot titles. And you don't have to grow on Twitch or anything, or YouTube. But I think there is a new way to grow, and I think that's part of the reason I just want to get this out of my system. That, like, I've been doing it for 13 years, and mostly I think people don't come to me because my viewership is minimal. So I think that's really what's going on. Is like, they're like, I'll be like, yeah, I stream. I'm like, oh, how many viewers do you have? 1 or 2 on average. Like, obviously, if I was doing thousands of people watching me and I was getting paid, I would not be going to school. So, you know, it's not crazy, like, all that. I'm getting text messages real quick. Oh, okay. She's doing hair color right now, and the color didn't process correctly. So my wife, she's been a stylist for 11 years, almost as long as I've been doing content creation as a hobby. Like the things that I've done in that period, I worked for auto parts stores. I've done wheelchair. It's a wheelchair van technically, in the medical field, and then uh, I've been a marketing rep for a game company. I owned my own game store at one point. I've been a manager at FedEx Ground. Uh, I've got a lot of background, and I'm really wanting the barber to be the end game, and then just be done, and be like, I'm not doing anything else. This is going to give me some freedom. It's going to give me some creativity ground. So it's going to check a lot of boxes for me, and it's something I've been talking about wanting to do for a long time. I think when my wife got her license to be a stylist cosmetologist, that's when I wanted to. I was like, oh, I never thought about that. Maybe I should go to be a barber. And it was always just a thought of something I wanted to do. And now I started in 2024 last May, so I've been in class for a year. And it's almost over. Like classes, I'm almost done with school. And I'll be able to go out into the world and do something with my license. Oh man. So I don't know. I don't really know what else to like talk about as far as doing this for so long. I'm hoping that someone else that tries this puts in time and effort and does well. And I hope that they don't give up after a week. A week is definitely not long enough. 13 years I feel like is too long. But I'm still coming on here, still doing my live thing. If people want to chat, they can talk to me. I'm pretty open-minded. Sometimes comments get a little over the line, if you know what I mean. And unfortunately, if I start feeling uncomfortable, I just automatically ban those people. And maybe not be the way to go. Like, you should probably like, hey, let me talk to you on the side or something like that. But at the same time, I don't really have time for that. So I don't have a team of moderators hanging around to take care of it for me. So but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I just kind of wanted to put it out there that I'm 13 years into this and I'm still doing it. I've had hard days. I've had really good days. I've had really good years. The pandemic year was actually my best year, and unfortunately everybody was getting sick and not being able to work and having to rely on whatever they had for that time. That was for everyone else. Like I get it. Like it was bad. People lost lives and people got sick, and it was a bad time. Me personally, and for my family, we didn't lose anyone. It was, for me, this is terrible to say, one of the greatest years that I had ever had. Because I took full advantage. I'm not going to lie about it. I took full advantage of being able to stay home and to let the government do what they're supposed to do when shit happens like that. So, and I'm not going to get political or anything. Just saying. They did what they were supposed to do. They took care of us. Well, they took care of me and my family. I don't know. We were just, and I'm nobody special, so it's not like I got special treatment or anything. So I'm hoping everyone got what they needed during that time. But as far as streaming goes, that was one of the best years that I had. I mean, everybody was home. And that's actually when I played Animal Crossing first, because it just came out, and it came out during the pandemic, which I think might have helped it on its sales or whatever. And that's what I was streaming, at that time, and met a lot of met a lot of people and made a lot of connections. Unfortunately, they were all Mixer connections, and then when Mixer died off, we kind of all just disappeared. Like, I didn't see the same groups hanging out as far as in chat and all that stuff. So it's just a crazy thing. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here. If you guys see this VOD, or if you guys are over on YouTube and see this video later and you guys have questions or anything that's happened, or if you have any questions for me to help you with anything that I can help you with, viewership is not one of them, obviously. But I can help you set up OBS. I can help you learn tips and tricks with OBS so you can have a direct contact. We can jump into a Discord and we can do it together, like step by step. I know following YouTube tutorials is an option, and I know that that's out there, so you don't necessarily need me. But if you wanted to be like, hey, I watched this tutorial, this is what this guy did, maybe I'm missing a step, can you help me? Like, I would be willing to help. So I don't want anybody to have to go through the setup struggle that I did, you know, learning it as it went, learning it as it came out, learning about all the different buttons and bells and whistles and everything else. So I'm going to get off here. I'll probably be back on later this evening, hopefully, playing something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I appreciate you guys that came by, that said hello, hung out with me, and just listened to me basically just ramble for the last 30 minutes. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye.